We are on top of the world right now. Hello, hello. We are on a backpacking loop in the Alpine Lakes wilderness of Washington, which is probably one of my favorite places to explore. Uh, Today we started at the West Fork Foss trailhead, hiked past Trout Lake, Copper Lake, Little Heart Lake. Now we're at Big Heart Lake. We were gonna keep going farther in the loop today, all the way to Chetwoot Lake, but it's been kind of rainy and socked in up there in the mountains, and we found a sweet looking spot to do some trout fishing, so uh, we are posted up at Big Heart Lake this evening. Then tomorrow, the plan is to continue on to Chetwoot, over the ridge between Big Heart and Angeline to Chetwoot, and then over the face of Iron Cap Mountain to Tank Lakes. Good morning, everybody. We didn't have great luck with the trout last night. Gave it a few more goes this morning. Finally caught something. It's about time to make some coffee and breakfast and get on with the adventure, but finally proved there's some fish in this lake. Heck yeah, nice little cutthroat trout. Definitely big enough to be some lunch or dinner, so we're gonna pack this with us to eat this afternoon. And in case you were wondering what my fishing setup is out here, I'm using a lightweight spinning reel rod. We brought everything from lures to power bait to flies. I was going for power bait setups because it's the best way to go if bait is allowed and you just want to try to catch some food. They end up swallowing the bait, so it's not a good catch and release method, but I string that up with 6-pound test monofilament. I put a little bit of weight above a swivel, a little snap swivel, and then my leader line down to the floating power bait. And usually the trick is to just try different color setups on power bait. So this is what worked today. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's orange. We've made it past Atrium Peak. We're kind of on top of that ridge right now with views of Angeline Lake on one side and some really nice views of a Big Heart Lake, which we were at last night. We just made it over the shoulder of Tourmaline Peak to some tarns that are really beautiful. Little Chetwoot Lake. Taking a little break here. We are doing a little lakeside lunch, mashed potatoes, fried trout. Found another cairn. This is a long stretch of hopping through boulder fields like this, and yeah, it's definitely gonna kick my ass by the end of the day. We're negotiating if there's a way to get up over this ridge so we can cut below the summit of the Iron Cap, which is the summit's on the other side of this big ridge. Yeah, actually doing okay. We popped up on this ridge only to find out that the terrain is really even more rugged and you can't really follow the contour line. You really gotta go up this ridge along the top of it, and the lakes we're trying to get to are on the other side of this Iron Cap summit. Okay, still making our way along the ridge. The views up here are pretty phenomenal. I believe that is Crawford Lake down there. You got a little peekaboo somewhere down in there of Chetwoot, Angeline, and the glacial lake below Iron Cap. Wow, we are on top of the world right now. Truly amazing up here. It's like possibly one of the hardest hikes I've done, but so far worthwhile. Oh. Good morning. It is day 3 now. We ended up camping below the summit of Iron Cap, which is right there. It wasn't really on the plan. We were trying to get over to Tank Lakes, which is up on a ridge behind me, and we realized we probably weren't going to get there before dark. Yep, today we're going to finish the trip over to Tank Lakes, and then we have enough food that we may spend tonight there, so we'll see how we feel when we get over there. I'll say this is a pretty amazing place to wake up, and we were lucky to have some good weather up here. Had to take a little walk up to the top of Iron Cap summit since we were just right below it camping last night, and wow, the view. Okay, so time to go back down. Well, we're headed off to this other ridge behind us. Iron Cap Gap up there is pretty much impassable without actual climbing gear. We tried to, well, we were camped, oh, let me zoom out. We were camped somewhere way up top here. We tried to go this way. We hit Iron Cap Gap and we got cliffed out, so we had to go all the way back down the ridge, down this boulder field, and take the low route below Iron Cap Gap, but we're still seeing signs of humanity, so I think we're going the right way. Trail? Carn trail? Sweet. Looking back at Iron Cap Mountain, and we came all the way across this boulder field behind us. We were just at the top of that and came all the way down that. Ugh, so exhausted. At long last, we have made it to the southern Tank Lake. Oh, thank heavens. Wow. Really cool ledge in the water. You could jump off that. That's a nice spot. Wow. Nor Alfredo and some dehydrated shrimp and Parmesan added. Never tasted so good. Good morning. We just packed up and left Tank Lake after a night of sleep and rejuvenation. We're off trailing it to one more lake on the way out, and maybe doing a little fishing at the lakes as we go out, but we got a long day ahead of us hiking through Necklace Valley, and then we'll be back to the car after a long 4 days in the backcountry. It has been good. Okay, we're making our own way down into Necklace Valley. Soon we'll be back on rail trail. Oh, it's slippery. Oh no. I'm gonna have to like slide down on my butt. Okay. Trail. Sweet. Hello, we are in our last few miles of road walking back from the Necklace Valley trailhead to the West Fork Foss trailhead we started at. It's been a long, long day of hiking out of Necklace Valley, and that trail is very, very steep for a long time, pretty rocky and rugged, and yeah, we were so freaking beat. It's time to go get cleaned up, get some takeout for dinner, and go to bed early. Woohoo! Wow, the trailhead's like empty compared to when we got here. We made it. Let's get out of here. Yes. Here are a couple of my main important takeaways from this trip. For starters, unless you specifically want to summit Iron Cap Mountain, I recommend finding a lower route that stays below Iron Cap Lake, as you'll have to descend way back down again after that big Iron Cap high ridge traverse, and it's basically pointless elevation gain on this route unless you're in it for the top of the mountain epic views. I mean, the views are epic up there. Second of all, whether you choose the high ridge traverse or a lower route to get around Iron Cap, I highly recommend bringing a terrain map, compass, a GPS device with offline maps downloaded ahead of time, and all that jazz. This is an off-trail route, and there are often no cairns or boot path to follow. It is way the heck out in the backcountry, and if you get lost or hurt out there, you're going to be really far from help. Well, that concludes this adventure video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and follow me so that you don't miss my future videos. Promise me you'll stay safe out there, and I wish you all happy adventures. Mwah!